Welcome everybody. It's 12 on the nose here, just adjusting the screen a little bit. This is Evelyn as usual. I have two pocket tarot messages of the day as well as the read on the table. This is my 7-deck twin flame read for those of you not familiar. And we have the mini Rider-Waite here with the Romance Angels, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck. The main deck is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. I have the Universal Gold and the Gilded back there, and we always pull oracle cards at the end as well. So we're going to roll the dice as well. Let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths first. I do want to spend a minute sending some love and healing to my sister-in-law's brother Frank, who just was put on hospice after a surgery was canceled for his leukemia. So if you want to help me out with that, that's great. And if you don't want to, you can just skip by the minute. But let's go ahead and start that. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And if you can send any love and healing his way, I'd appreciate it. And again, like I said, if you don't want to, that's fine as well. And let's go ahead and start. Take a deep breath. His name is Frank, by the way. Another deep breath. One more deep breath, please. Thank you so much, everyone. Sending you so much love and blessings. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me and spending your time with me. I so appreciate you. And let's go ahead and roll the dice and get going on this. Today is the 4th of May, 2022. It is Wednesday here. I'm on the East Coast of the United States. Let's go ahead and roll the dice for the twin flames, see what's going on here. All right, we have number 7, the 7 of the calm before the storm. That is the energy of the Chariot and Cancer energy of ascension, the feminine within the masculine ascending, and also the energy of just that quiet time of going within. 7 represents the times of vacation and illness because it's putting you in a place to go into yourself and connect with your body. And then here we have Pisces energy as well. So 1 foot in this world, 1 foot in the next of the Pisces energy. We also have Cancer, so there's a lot of water coming up. And then we have the Sun in Leo here. And the child. The children have been coming up in a big way this week and healing the children or allowing the children to heal you. But definitely connecting and protecting the children, the vulnerable. And it's Mother's Day this week, so a lot of connecting with mothers and children. The Sun, Pisces, and Cancer, very much those energies today. So again, that energy of the high vibe children, helping us to raise our vibrations, and us, of course, taking care of them, protecting them, and Spirit's connecting with me. Right? It's all about the children because it's all about your inner child as well. And again, the balancing of the twin flames and the starseeds, learning how to keep 1 foot in this world and 1 in the next, and do the dance between them. The dance between the masculine and the feminine, and the dance between the 3D and the 5D. And remember, the 5D is just a jump off point to all the other dimensions. And as we will be coming up on Cancer season soon, we're in Taurus right now, and then going to Gemini and then Cancer, and then of course Leo. So from July to, so 7 is July actually. So Cancer into Leo for July as well. So those are very significant here, that time period of Cancer into Leo season for July. And again, June was coming up as well, that spooning in June, the romance. And then June 32nd was coming up as July 2nd, which is then in the Cancer season, which is June to July, and then Leo from July to August, which includes Lionsgate, and also the Chinese Valentine's Day is August 4th this year. So there's a lot of interesting dates coming up soon. This is always a very significant and powerful period. It's a graduation period for Lionsgate when we align with Sirius. And then there's always this kind of release from the ascension from August to September. It's kind of like a post-graduation period of just a go-between time to just be in kind of no man's land, not knowing where you're going, but it's kind of a release from doing the work and then starting over again in September. It's very interesting the way that energy works out. So let's get going with this read. First we have I'm going to give you the two messages of the day first, just those general reads, and then we'll get into the big read. So they're both with the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot. This is the first one here, and it's at 6 minutes, the Lovers. And this one's all, you see the underlying energy, it's actually, you can't actually see it in the picture. But the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles there on top that you can't see, and she's very much in the light, which is a message there for you. She's all washed out by the light. That is the Queen of Pentacles, the mother and child energy, because it's literally showing a deer with the baby deer. So again, the Mother's Day energy here. And then the second message of the day, where'd it go? The second message of the day, I took a picture of it. That's so weird. I know, I took a picture of it. The second one didn't come up. I mean, I have the read for you, but let me see if I took it on another device. No. That is so strange. I know I took that picture. Maybe it just didn't click. Ah, here it is. Sorry about that. It's before there. So that's actually the second one I just showed you, and that's the King of Swords in the bottom of the read, not the Queen of Pentacles, because this is the first read. The first read is the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which you see I was just describing the mother and child and the underlying energies here. And the story just goes straight across like a story would, and that's the way the cards came out. Okay, and then here, this first one I showed you is actually the second one I'm going to give you, and the bottom of the deck there is the King of Swords. And he is the one washed out by the light. Okay, so I'm going to give you those two messages. All right, the first one was done at this morning at 10:07 to 10:08. And I woke at 9:04, which are my lucky numbers. So that was significant this morning. Today's the 4th. The 4 is the Emperor. The day adds up to 15, which is the Devil or the Shadow, which is also just the shadow side of day-to-day life, because 15 is a 6, which has to do with the daily grind, basically, and the Lovers, love, family, and community. And so at 10:07 to 8, the underlying energy coming up to that Queen of Pentacles with child, the Death card was in the underlying energy, which is Scorpio, and the energy, of the horse with no name. So Scorpio feeling that energy of being in the South Node, perhaps, being left behind or being pushed out in those energies, or energies that are no longer serving themselves regarding Scorpio energies. But again, the Scorpio energy of death and transition and endings, transformation, and the horse with no name. The butterfly juggling the Knight of Wands, who may be imprisoned in the chrysalis, as the butterfly is about to be, but not quite yet, with the beautiful orange colors that perhaps the Scorpio energy is coming up as the butterfly adult is washed out in that white light. But this beautiful new butterfly that's coming out is full of color of the orange here. And they may be envious of their youth, or that them about to transform into something beautiful here. About to birth from the chrysalis, with that beautiful orange color, which is the sacral chakra, under the spotlights or on stage, in the cross lasers or crossfire, in a losing battle, with no peace in the cave. And this is also about, like, the child who wants to grow up and leave the nest, but they're not quite ready yet. It's that type of energy as well. And this could be an adult as well, needing to leave a situation. With the Magician, which could be Gemini or Virgo as well, The Magician's looking forward, but tired of waiting for the transformation to happen, perhaps feeling rejected or jealous, or must deal with the Knight of Cups reversed, who is to share or settle out with or get the truth, divide or split from or with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, perhaps at night or by the full moon eclipse, or with Cancer, or a wintry place, perhaps where it's still cold or snowing. The Queen of Swords is upright here, maybe she is the cold place, and the Hermit or Virgo lighting a candle for the Page of Swords reversed, perhaps their child that they can't be with, or perhaps there's no communication there, or lack of or immature communication, or a child, or someone who's spying or lying or spreading rumors between the Queen of Swords upright and the Queen of Pentacles upright. Or the Queen of Swords may be struggling with a child, while the Queen of Pentacles has a very close relationship with their child. And of course there could be some envy or jealousy there at 10:07, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, or perhaps traveling to each other. Or the Queen of Swords is giving advice to the Queen of Pentacles and child. Perhaps about some negative self-talk or rumors, perhaps, or just a negative perspective of a child as well, or that other person. It doesn't have to be a child there, just it can be the energy of the message. So there's some defenselessness to the energies of failure or neediness, feeling ganged up on or depressed, or not feeling they need an excuse to be who they are and for the actions they took. Even if it makes them come off as arrogant, they're not arrogant the way the cards are coming up here. They're just doing what's best for themselves at the moment. So the Wheel is upright, and they are destined here to feel uncomfortable with the Page of Cups or this message of love. Again, this could be discomfort with receiving love, discomfort with offering love, or perhaps with being with a child. All right, there's like smoke outside my window. Or is that just wind and water? Oh, that was really weird. It may just be fog outside, but I didn't feel like it was that foggy out. I hope it's not smoke coming from anywhere. I think it's just mist. I just don't usually see it outside my window. That's really weird. And now I'm smelling my coffee. My decaf. My decaf is like this, it's all milk with a little bit of decaf in it. So anyway, there's in the mists of Avalon maybe coming up, or just misty energies. Maybe someone's feeling misty here with the Page of Cups. And again, this is Mother's Day, so someone might be missing their child and not being able to see them for Mother's Day. Or destined to feel uncomfortable regarding the Page of Cups energy of love, that puppy love, not being able to accept that kind of pure, innocent love or give it, or no options but to allow the little birdie to try to fly on their own with open, innocent heart, taking that leap of faith. So again, parents wanting to control how things work out for their child as opposed to letting them learn on their own, and they need to let go. This is someone who needs to let go and take that leap of faith to heal their heart and the past, and this could be a child, with Aquarius reversed and Libra upright, and the baby leaving the nest. Or lovers flying away, or those of affection, perhaps. That can be children, or mothers and children, or families with father and children as well, flying away together, or perhaps traveling together, or leaving an upside-down world behind, and or Pisces reversed behind, to do it on their own. Or Pisces reversed with a Gemini upright here. With the King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands upright, perhaps not getting along, or the King of Swords reversed is silent or being sharp with their words, or abusive words with the Queen of Wands, who may be coiling up into themselves, right, feeling bad about themselves. Or she's upright though. I feel like she's just keeping to herself because the King of Swords may be mad at them. So the workplace, mountains, a bold move or traveling through the mountains together, or she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. With Cancer upright and Leo upright, with love from overworking, or perhaps just loving your work so much, it seems like you're overworking, but it's not, because it actually feeds you. Or it's not working out, but sending their love to Leo. So maybe not being able to come, but sending their love and good wishes, or just sending love and saying, it's just not working out for us right now, but that doesn't mean I don't love you or send you love. And there may be someone either disconnecting overall or coming together. Maybe someone you haven't seen in a very long time. Cancer with love here. Leo with rose, and Cancer with love. With the Emperor reversed, perhaps without a son, or perhaps missing their son. So again, here it can be father and son, coming up with Mother's Day and Father's Day, but perhaps with new information or clarity about an eclipse, or maybe an emperor who never had a son. You know how important it is for the emperor to have that legacy, right, of a son. New information or clarity about the eclipse, perhaps that knocked them off balance here. With the Empress here standing alone, with lots of compassion though, or perhaps that's the leaves of their branches, which can be grandchildren giving them lots of compassion, but she is upright here, the Empress. The Emperor was reversed. With Aries reversed, with news about Taurus upright, who may be alone or happy on their own, just doing their own thing. The Sovereign may be implementing a plan to surrender, and that could be an independent child or anyone who's independent, doesn't matter their age, or surrendering to third party or negative group or bad influence, or just no longer fighting it. The Sovereign is investing in the wounded warrior reversed, who's now surrendering, no longer holding on to their victim mentality, or one who's unhappy and giving up with no social life, and perhaps the Sovereign wants to give them a little time, money, and effort to make them feel better. With the Hanging Man reversed, perhaps a night owl, or in the bat cave, awake with red eyes, or on the red eye, or unable to get some shut-eye. Post-war or PTSD, or after looting virus and ending the nightmare of infections and needles at 1046, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and the children. Happy alone with self and peace and satisfaction, and there's definitely the energy around children and caring for them, which has to do with pediatricians and gynecologists, will come up in the read as well. So 1047, which is the Seven of Cups of synchronicities and heaven in your eyes and having lots of choices, or perhaps confused because you have too many options. Holding back an announcement, the need to call, poor judgment, or need to swallow your pride or their pride. The King of Cups is upright with Aquarius reversed. To Pisces, Queen of Cups reversed, or with a secret passion. And this can be too a mother and father, like the King of Cups with the King of Cups and Aquarius reversed, which either one can be mother and father, and then Pisces, who may be a Queen of Cups reversed, or maybe there's a Pisces sun with the Queen of Cups reversed partner, or with secret passion that they don't know about, at 1049, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. So there could be a painful ending or ending pain, perhaps just getting a massage, or dealing with betrayal and or abuse, and just again, it could just be dealing with pain in general, maybe a back pain chronically. And the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated, or just all over the place, perhaps rejecting passions, growth, or creativity, or just tired and uninspired in pain. Dumping multiple loads, emotional attachments, perhaps cleaning out the house, spring cleaning, or no longer confused but unable to sleep, or rising above, awakening and coming out. Perhaps about the loss of their innocence. With Knight of Pentacles reversed, perhaps stuck or stubborn, or not telling, withholding their true desires, delays after delay, or petty arguments here, resisting in a heated exchange. The cool cat is looking all peaceful and all, but they have a sword up their sleeve, pretending to be at peace with one eye open, not trusting, in fear of what might happen if they start over in a divorce, or with spiritual community, or just being themselves outside the box, with Taurus reversed here, or Taurus in their chart. There's an offer of time, money, and energy here, an opportunity or invitation to the Six of Cups reversed, negative past, or to a falling out, or difficult kids, or difficult childhood, or investing in healing your inner child, or your actual child, or perhaps a child that you feel like is one of your children, or someone with a bad childhood or past life regression here perhaps may be helpful to someone. In avoiding disaster, or after sudden event, or recovering from solar eclipse, unstable, moving, visiting, or homecoming for the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Swords upright. Or perhaps a failing marriage and the party's now over with the Page of Pentacles reversed, who missed an opportunity, or that is the missed opportunity, or a child in need of help, money, or opportunity, with the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth, or perhaps a delivery for them, draining their reserves, or sick, low energy due to needles, or Leo reversed, or Sun sticking, or wanting to go stick a child with the Page of Pentacles reversed, the child Page of Pentacles reversed. And this is weird. It's a King of Pentacles with a Page of Pentacles, and this Knight of Swords looks like they're rushing in to stick them, the child. And I don't know if the father is agreeing to this, or they're just both sick, or they got each other sick, one got the other sick. But again, I don't know what the needle is all about. And it can just be a delivery or a message of truth. It doesn't have to be that, but there's definitely that theme line going on there too. Either this is the King of Pentacles reversed, or the King of Pentacles reversed is not happy about this. The King of Pentacles may be dumping a load, their burdens or responsibilities, and that could be because they're sick, or feels really bad getting the child sick too, or the child got them sick, or found out the child received their delivery, so they're no longer burdened about it, and now they're excited that all is well, and inspired to new passion, growth, or creativity, or after delay, someone's finally pregnant, or inspired, or finally having sex, or growth in a positive way at 1106, which is justice and the lovers, or again, truth and balance of affection of those close to you. So the second one was at 1111 this morning. And the underlying energy, like I said, for that one is the King of Swords as opposed to the Queen of Pentacles with child. So the first was more geared towards the Mother's Day energy, and it was just 12:21. It's now 12:22, and it's 21:42 on the clock. So again, the love energy of coming together. The first one about the mother and child, and the second one about the King of Swords, or perhaps the father's energy here at 11:11, which is Libra energy. For me anyway, justice, but also the underlying energy here being the child here is released from the chrysalis, whereas before they weren't quite ready. Perhaps now they are, or for the masculine, they are ready to be released, but maybe for the mother, they weren't ready to be released. So there may be a disagreement between the parents on how to treat a child. So the child's released. This can be a birth as well. This could be a birth with someone with postpartum depression, or a child released and the mother, Queen of Cups, is sad. The butterfly is free in a twist of fate, or downturn, slow down, or Libra reversed at rest. And this could be a premature delivery as well. I'm not seeing anything negative about it. It's just, maybe the mother's not ready for it, and there may be some depression there. Perhaps Libra reversed on rest or on break with 5D connection of the little lamb with leopardy magician protecting them. So here's a little lamb, and then the magician here, who's that leopard energy, very proud and strong. Perhaps detoxing a split, a lie, or divide. Or Gemini or Virgo wants the truth from the Capricorn reversed about the war, the infection. The King of Swords with a militant attitude, perhaps at war within self between the lies and the truth, or at war and a split here. But the King of Swords is upright energy, and so is the magician, which could be Gemini or Virgo energy. Sometimes it's Aries for me. But there's definitely an energy of perhaps a mother in postpartum depression, and the father has to take care of the child, or perhaps bringing in a parent to take care of the child, and they're very protective of them here, very strongly protective. But this is also someone who's got it all together. They have all the tools they need. They got this, so there's no need to worry. At 11:16 is the Justice, and the 16 of the sudden events, or the Tower. So then truth and the balance of the Tower, perhaps sudden epiphanies, or sudden information coming in, or sudden events that happen. That can be explosions. It can be blowing someone's top, their crown, their cover, their mind. That can be mind-blowing sex as well. As the King of Swords is upright with Aquarius in their chart, or in need of hope now that the worst is over, and the bliss is setting in of the dream family, the dream business or community or legacy or inheritance here, or heaven on earth, or abundant family unit, and Pisces or divine feminine losing their patience or temper, or seen as the fallen angel, completely sovereign and on their own doing well, or this is Pisces with Sagittarius in their chart, or with a Sagittarius reverse, perhaps that kind of fallen angel energy, or both are independent and or roommates here. Yeah. So, and there could be people moving out of roommate situations into new roommate situations as well, or moving from an apartment to a house, or vice versa here. We have the King of Wands reversed, fallen angel, and the sweet little birdie about to leap. Perhaps the Sagittarius King of Wands reversed doesn't think the Pisces or little one knows what they're getting themselves into. Perhaps the inequity, imbalance, or not sharing, or perhaps a bad investment, or they think they're making a bad investment of time, money, and effort into something. With the Ace of Wands reversed, perhaps frustrated and without peace. The Two of Swords in their knowing, but keeping that to themselves. The Queen of Swords reversed may be suffering in silence or just stressed out. That could be a sister as well, or someone not sleeping. While the Queen of Wands is upright, all cozy and warm. Or perhaps she's a night owl, or just not stressing out if they can't sleep, and just going with it. Or the Queen of Wands is hanging out in the bat cave, or with a newborn all swaddled up. Or perhaps while the Queen of Swords reverse is dealing with the postpartum depression, she's taking care of them for them. Purging in the sun or rejected son's love. And this could be the son. So this is a wound, like if someone's going through postpartum depression, that baby experiences rejection of the son, especially if it's a child that's a boy. Overwhelmed. And this can also be a mother of maybe a son who feels rejected by the mother. They don't want to see them for Mother's Day or something like that. Or it can be in a mean way too, but I don't feel like there's anything mean here unless someone's going through postpartum depression. Perhaps overwhelmed or sweating it out. And that could be a child at home who's feeling rejected by a mother who's going through postpartum. Overwhelmed, sweating it out. The sun or full exposure here, or dumping syndrome, or chemo treatment or radiation, or perhaps pregnant and nauseous, or concerned because you just gave birth and now you're pregnant again because maybe you're feeling nauseous again. With Pisces or Capricorn reversed and Leo upright here. And again, pediatricians or pediatrics and GYNs coming up here regarding mothers and children. 1129 is justice, truth, and balance, and the 29 of the being present in the moment. Perhaps an offer of a new life, time, money, or effort in pursuit of happiness and the now moment. The justice of balance and truth, but unhappy alone, and or announcing a breakup or lack of affection, or Libra upright dissatisfied with Aquarius upright and Gemini reversed. And there's all three air signs came up right there. Dealing with cancer treatment or not feeling social after the new moon, or perhaps after a treatment, or third party with cancer in their chart, and dumping multiple loads, or all must go. Emotional attachments and dumping them, or too many choices, confusion, and all must go, or perhaps a yard sale here. There's no options but to make a plan or invest time, money, or energy. With the Empress reversed, perhaps without a mother, or the mother's not well, or in lack, or abusive, or in need of Mother Nature, or Taurus reversed is unhappy. And then, of course, everyone's going to feel it. Or prior to the birthday syndrome. So again, that depression that comes up before your birthday, because really that's your downtime of the year to go within. And then the first month of your birthday, after your birthday, is that really positive uptime of the year for you. So holding on, avoiding sudden changes, or after a sudden event or epiphany, or Scorpio reversed, maybe depressed too here. And then Atlas in the weight of the world, and feeling the burden and responsibilities, in disconnect or at a distance from the Lion with the rose, which can be a Leo, or being strong apart from the High Priestess or Pisces or Divine Feminine, or missing each other at Mother's Day, or after a long time apart, perhaps Leo and Pisces or Divine Feminine connect with each other, perhaps picking up where they left off at 1141, which is justice, truth, and balance, and the Ace of Cups, or self-love, spiritual love, and new love there. So let's go back to the big read now. This is the twin flame read on the table. And this is the main read here with the SIRIAN Starseed deck. Okay. And then all 7 deck read here that's on the table is here, so you can see it better. So this was cut and dealt last night at 7 p.m. And again, this read takes me hours to do, so This is why I usually do it the day before, because it takes me a long time to do it. So the 7 o'clock is double zeros, the source energy backing up the 7 of the chariot, which is Cancer energy, but it's also the feminine within the masculine ascending. And it's the calm before the storm. And it kind of that 11th hour energy of anticipation, yet never needing to get to the storm, right? That's that sweet spot. And again, the 4 to 7 is coming up right there as well. 7-11 is coming up next. And of crystals or of purging, crystals, or crystals can be Christ-like. And then tails were coming up as well, but TALS. And the talisman is also coming up, some kind of symbol or representation at 7-11, which is the chariot and the justice card, the truth and balance of alignment, of going within, of ascending. And then at 7-17, I was dealing the Gilded Tarot, and I looked up at the clock at 7-17. That's 717, a significant number of the 7 of ascending to the stars, or to dreams coming true, or heaven on earth, basically. So I finished at 7-27, which 27 is the Ace of Wands, that third flame. Lighting that match, right? Getting things started. The 7-27, also an airplane, so someone might be flying. The major arcana in this read were just the Hangman in the read. Before the read, we had transition, or the death card, and the star. And after the read was the guidance, or Hierophant, and the Starseed, which is the Fool. 3 cups, 5 pentacles, 1 sword, and 1 wand. So very weighty on the pentacle side here, which isn't just money, it's time, money, and effort of day-to-day life, very practical things. And then 3 cups, so a lot of emotions involved here as well. And then 1 sword and 1 wand. So 35 of the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands, and 11 of Justice, Truth, and Balance. So there may be a Libra dealing with a Wounded Warrior, fire energy there. We have the King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups here. So a father perhaps with children or pets or messages to deal with. And before the read, the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. After the read, the Queen of Swords. We had double 1s, 7s, and 10s as far as the numbers, which is Justice, Truth, and Balance, the 77 of the Sovereign, 9 of Pentacles, and 10-10, that very high vibration, and to keep it high there, and that high vibe trail, Destiny. And also significant was the number 4, which is the Emperor, 6 of the Lovers, and 8 of the Strength card, and the 12 of the Hanging Man. We also have the 17 of the Star, the 7-10 of the 0 backing up the 71 of the 3 of Pentacles, which for me is the co-creation card. And then we have the 24 of the Queen of Wands, the 46 of the Children, or the Children in the Garden, the 6 of Cups energy of the past and fond memories, the 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, the 78 of the Dream Family, or Heaven on Earth, and then the 8-10 of 0 backing up the 81, which for me, from the numerology book, The Divine Triangle, 81 is the end of the cycle age-wise, and it's also an energy regarding the end of karma around the world, where then you have more choice as opposed to whether you want to stay or go, or what you want to do in your life. And then the code line was all about music and leadership, and it was broken up into, music was not broken up, but leadership was Leah, which is very interesting because the show I was watching, I just realized the name was Leah. And then Dirship was coming up here. So Lee or Leah, music, and Dirship. The code line was all about the numbers 10, 214, 8, and they add up to 232, which actually we have a Route 232 nearby me. So that's Huntington Valley, actually, if that means anything to anyone. And 214 is coming up, which is also Valentine's Day, and I just told you, and 8 comes up here too, and the August Valentine's Day is August 4th this year, the Chinese Valentine's Day. And then the 10 of that high vibe destined energy. Let's see. Okay, so this code line is interpreted regarding music and leadership again, and the number 232 or perhaps 214 as well. Sophia, the Sophia energy, and remember Sophia is wisdom, seeing the flash of light, destined to see the key of 214 or Valentine's, the hanging man or hanging out bored, doing the dance, perhaps to have sex or to buy or to like something or enjoy. We have the energy of south and southeast, perhaps cutting corners, Perhaps someone's taking I-10 on a trip, or destined to seek he or seek E, which can be energy, Eve, or anything E means to you, which E is also the one, equal, and congruent to the other. Perhaps to ace receiving love, to dance post-haste. The music, which is the muse of the inner child, and the lioness with the last ship at the end of the journey. Perhaps building up towards love and or towards dreams, in high vibe destiny of seeing the key to ace or see new wise perspectives on how to receive love. The slow dance with the emperor may be one way. Also the islands of, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but the Sesses Island, S-S-E-S-E-S, which is in Uganda or off Uganda. Those islands were coming up, as well as the energy from math of if and only if. So if and only if to love, as I'm losing my voice, and I'm getting, if a man could be two places at one time, I'd be with you tomorrow and today. It's making me cry. Beside you all the way. So you know the song. You might want to look up the lyrics and listen to and read all the lyrics. So if and only if to love, destined to see the key in the wisdom of receiving love, in the dance challenge, the manifesting of laughter and sex, to give and shine brightly, and divide or wedge, a step at a time, a strong summons to music and last dance, obviously, right? Because that last dance is always the most profound one. The muse of the inner child and the dancing between the masculine and the feminine. And I was just getting mana mana pa pa ba mana mana pa pa bum mana mana pa pa ba and I forget, I know it's Muppet related, but I forget what show that is. But we had the 10 of Cups upright in the beginning of the read. So again, the underlying energy, sorry, it's blurred. The underlying energy, this card on the bottom here, and then the mini cards on top there, that card is the 10 of Cups upright. So that happy family, the happy ending, that can be the sham fam too, though, who pretends to be perfect on the outside and is not on the inside. But underneath that 10 of Cups is the transition upright, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Star card upright, Page of Wands upright, and the 7 of Cups upright there, and then the 10 of Cups on top. So perhaps the transition card here in the SIRIAN Starseed deck is definitely going through a portal energy there. So this transition of death or ending going through a portal of the Queen of Wands reversed, Star, Aquarius, this could be someone who passed recently. It's not coming up in the read, so it happened already. But the transition of the Queen of Wands reversed, so it could be someone, a fire sign who transitioned, or someone who has fire in their chart. And 1238 is coming up on the clock as well, which is Pisces, Queen of Cups, perhaps, or hanging out with the Queen of Cups. And it's 38 here too, 17. It was just 3812 here. That's so weird. When I said 1238, it was 3812 on the timer here. So it's definitely something significant about hanging out with the Queen of Cups, whether she's Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio energy. But we have the Queen of Wands reversed here, Star or Aquarius, or Healer, or perhaps to another realm, asking the Page of Wands for forgiveness, or bowing down to this Page of Wands child. And this could be asking, maybe someone miscarried a child and a mother is, praying to their child to forgive them. Or bowing down to, this can also be a mother bowing down to a child, or a young guy with an older woman, but the woman is bowing down to him. Or she may be pleading with the Page of Wands child to walk up the stairs or take a step or find family happiness, to be the base and not the flyer. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe this is someone in cheerleading as well. They don't want them to be the flyer because the flyer always gets hurt. They fall or get kicked in the face. Or the Queen of Wands reversed may be dreaming of the Page of Wands upright to be the Star, to take one of 7 steps, and then perhaps at that time then go up to 10, or just try. And this could be trying to get a child to become more inspired to dream, to do, to take a step toward their dreams, or the stairway to heaven. synchronicities and things that you love, or heaven in your eyes, or perhaps teaching a child how to fake it until you make it, to be emotionally fulfilled, to be happy in order to become happy, right? Or to fake smile until you actually become happy. The 816 here of the dance and the tower here of sudden events or sudden epiphanies, perhaps a sudden event at work, or lying to the King of Swords, or in a split, or pulled his sword and is now seeking only truth, not dealing with this other crap anymore. Perhaps present for kids that doesn't cost much, or for sunshine, a present for sunshine, or somebody's sunshine, or a vacation, or exposure to or of the hermit reversed, perhaps a fallen angel, or losing, this could be a parent with dementia or Alzheimer's, or losing their mind, or over-isolating, or now coming out about something. The fallen angel losing their patience or their temper, their world upside down with a sudden explosion or supernova at home or in union, present to or gift for Leo. That can represent Hieros Gamos as well, that supernova. Experiencing something that they didn't understand what it was. Or present to or a gift for Leo reversed, Virgo reversed, with Saggy reversed, Pisces reversed, which can be 2 separate people, or perhaps up to 4 people, and Scorpio upright, Aquarius upright, or surprise at home, or at work, or sudden leak, or discovering of tainted water at the home or business, or sudden event, explosion, epiphany, or sex, or suddenly the bird took off, or took off to the stars, or rocketed to sudden stardom, or seeing stars, or their crown blew open all of a sudden. The sister, or suffering in silence, stressed out, purging or can't sleep with the world upside down, needing closure, or Pisces reversed, King of Cups, maybe hanging out, or with Capricorn, or 2 Pisces here, or divine feminine and hanging man reflecting each other in unconditional love, as the King of Cups may be in a flood or Noah, and the hanging man hung out to dry. So there's that polarity of too much water and then no water at all. And that can be emotion, too much emotion, or no emotion at all. So the King of Cups in a flood or Noah, with the hanging man hung out to dry. And then romantic feelings, and beneath that trust, with the 10 of Pentacles upright, dream, family, business, community, or legacy, or mirroring on the red couch, the standard for the wealthy, again, going to see the psychologist or the psychiatrist. Perhaps the Ace of Wands reversed, uninspired to burn the past, or no thrills left to discover, as the Queen of Swords reflects the man in the mirror, or the sister, the suffering in silence, the nightmares, the lack of sleep, and surprised or shocked, or the Knight of Cups not aroused by wealthy family, business, or community. They're uninterested in that, or they are uninterested in the Knight of Cups upright, rejecting their love, taking as an offer of sex or a project. So someone who offered love, I guess, was assumed to the other, and that can be often regarding the way men and women see things differently. So a woman's offer of love may be seen to the man as an offer of sex, because that's the way they think. But that's not what the woman thinks. She's offering love, not sex. He may take that as an offer of sex, and that's what's coming up here, or vice versa. So someone uninterested, because the Knight of Cups may be rejecting their love because they took it as an offer of sex or more work to do, or perhaps took it as someone wanting to leech off of them as far as wanting a job or wanting their money or wanting them for their money. The Queen of Swords upright may be sneaking out to see what they're up to in the nightmare of the sex dungeon with a black cat, and then all dressed up with surprise feast that's made for them, or scorned widow or betrayal, doing for another woman all the things she'd always hoped they'd do for her. And I was getting Alanis Morissette there too, right? I'm here to remind you. And then forgiveness comes up with 96, and beneath that love with the 6 of love, family, and community, and needing to swallow pride. And again, that energy from that song, that love isn't sex. Love is love. And you don't need to do like sexual things for a man or a woman in order to get them to love you. If they love you no matter what. And of course there's an attraction there, and you love being together, but you shouldn't feel like you have to do something that's totally against who you are in order to keep someone. That's not love. So needing to swallow your pride, there's poor judgment, holding back an announcement, or not heeding the call to action here, or Aquarius reversed. And this comes up too with, women who think they have to be all sexual for a man. And the man may actually portray themselves that way. But maybe they don't even know what they need, what love really is, where it's not really what they're looking for, right? They're looking for someone who's there for them, who they love, who's actually allows them to be themselves, allows them to be free. So again, there's a lot of distortion in relationships here that's coming up to be cleared. So there's frustration or after sex, detox, perhaps detoxing the devil or sexual energies, as I was just talking about, and the world upside down or with divine feminine, in the 5D secret passion or coming clean or cleaning up post-war, and going crazy or coming out at 840, which is the dance and the Page of Cups of innocence. The aftermath of lying, cheating, or stealing, or running away. Giving back what was stolen, or laying down of swords, with the Hermit reversed, losing their mind, over isolating, or coming out now that the coast is clear. With Pisces reversed and another Pisces reversed, Capricorn and Virgo reversed, and the world all turned upside down. With the Hermit reversed with 10 of Cups family, who's upright, with the 4 of Wands home, hanging out, and surprised or shocked by dinner that's made, or perhaps made dinner plans, or a surprise visitor here. With Virgo reversed, Capricorn upright, and forgiveness on the last train for the coast at 847, which is the dance and the 47 of 7 of Cups. So the Page of Wands is excited. Perhaps this is still the underlying energies here, and this is more so. So in the past, the Page of Wands was excited or inspired by the past, looking back, saving for a new life. Perhaps moving in with Sovereign, fixing up the place together. And then going forward after this read is at 849, the dance and the getting your wish, is the energetic exchange. And the flame went out right there, going forward. Of the energetic exchange in death, with third party under the radar, destined to work to align, the wounded warrior imprisoned, and powerless or dependent on the King of Cups, and Atlas with the weight of the world or working too hard, sharing or settling out on break, or in 5D connection with lover's bliss. And at 855, the truth of the dance in the recent past is the 2 of Wands, twin flames, in energetic exchange, recovering and standing up for themselves to the crowd and breaking them in, taming the beast, holding on but powerless in the union energies, or dependent at home without much money, and the Emperor upright with the King of Wands upright, may be dissatisfied or arrogant with the Page of Swords, or a message from the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community. With Cancer reversed and Leo upright and Aries upright here, and the twin flames, and the foundation of the 10 of Swords reversed, where the worst is now over, or the bliss of facing family head on to lead the way and end the conflict. With the Knight of Wands covering perhaps for the Emperor, perhaps coming in to cover them at work or save the day, or the Emperor may be taking call, or perhaps after a fight at the families, they were rushing in to stop the fight or help things out there, or this can be the workplace as well. The Emperor, or sending out the cavalry here, or first responders. And that maybe there's a fire or something like that, where someone had to emergently go and help out. So the central energy here is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. The diamond in the rough is not ready yet. It's premature, a premature call, or perhaps withholding, saving, playing hardball here. The King of Pentacles home with the Page of Swords, perhaps stepping up to the plate for the wounded warrior who's guarding the King of Wands, or perhaps baseball or softball tryouts here. And the King of Wands may be detoxing from synchronicities of the One, the Star, or heaven in his eyes, perhaps scouting or sees like the player of their dream, or getting a message across to the Queen of Wands reversed who's looking the other way. Or the Queen of Wands reversed may be speaking to the King of Pentacles on behalf of the King of Wands, who's detoxing their stardom and hiding behind the Queen of Wands reversed bull or wounded warrior, or perhaps a final try. The block here is the 4 of Cups upright, wishing on a star or seeing stars, choosing a path for the Empress reversed, or twin flames, in lack or needing Mother Nature. Twins receiving big love and giving the Empress reversed a choice or ultimatum here, perhaps dumping a load, burdens, or responsibility, or the Queen of Wands reversed with clarity or clear, now coming clean or cleaning up to share or settle out. Grounding, integrating, and mastering, or going to the gym, how to receive love, or bored out of their mind here with the Queen of Wands reversed. Perhaps fantasizing of the Ten of Cups, perfect family, and sending out the errand boy to the King of Cups and the King of Wands, like go spend time with them so we can be by ourselves, or so the wounded warrior can have the house to themselves. Fantasizing, having sex on the swing, or the Queen of Swords, maybe she's got a lover on the side there, or this could be children who want to bring their boyfriend or girlfriend over the house. The Queen of Swords upright, receiving big love from the Magician who's coming clean about feeling badly here. Perhaps about juggling with the Queen of Cups reversed, or called her a clown, or her whistle blowing a joke. As the King of Pentacles upright at 9:15, the Hermit and the Devil, or Capricorn perhaps, and Virgo, inspired by the Queen of Cups reversed, third party sharing issues and heartbreak, and about going crazy or over isolating, with lover's bliss and working to align. At 9:17, the Hermit and the Star, or dreams coming true, doing the daily of the Knight of Cups upright, offering the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who may be stubborn or stuck, or not working, or refusing to work, and that could be seen as a child being lazy as well. But the Knight of Cups upright offering the Knight of Pentacles reversed to manifest and invest with them perhaps. The King of Pentacles upright in an all-business relationship with the Page of Pentacles, in an energetic exchange with Magician who may be hangry and shocked by what they see, kids watching, or cracking the whip, or talking about the sex dungeon and the dark night with the Ten of Pentacles family, business, or community, and deception, and feeling ashamed or sad about it. And here too, this could be a father and a younger child, the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, in some kind of business relationship, perhaps working together, and the Knight of Pentacles may be feeling left out, and that's why the Knight of Cups was offering to manifest with them. Delivery of truth with the Knight of Swords to the Magician, or delivery to them, from a heart that's broken, or third party, of the King of Wands with the fallen angel, or Sagittarius with third party, and the Queen of Swords speaking about the 5D connection, or speaking about taking a break, or a rest, or meditating, or praying, or exposing all to all. Or the Queen of Swords may be sleeping with the children while they're in separation, and perhaps there may be bad influences around, so she may want to protect her children. And soon here is the Eight of Pentacles upright, lining the steps with crystals, or imprisoned, both offering love. The hostage of divorce, or spiritual community, and the injustice of Libra in a breakup, or Libra reversed and Taurus upright, offering the Empress reversed, and or the Queen of Wands reversed, a choice or ultimatum. The Queen of Pentacles receives a delivery or a visit from the Empress reversed and the High Priestess reversed, which can be like a mother or grandmother and their sister, or perhaps bringing religious counsel to the house. But it doesn't look like they're coming in happy, right? They're both reversed. Or they could just be in, lack kind of mentality, right? The old ways of doing things. So maybe they mean well, but they're not, right? So the Queen of Pentacles upright receives a delivery or a visit from the Empress reversed and the High Priestess reversed, which can be Taurus and Pisces, or that can also be a need for more nature, and perhaps a secret passion, or needing to use your intuition. Demanding that the King of Swords send a small message of love to the Queen of Pentacles, or perhaps apologize at 9:26, which is the Hermit and the Page of Wands. Or perhaps a ballsy Empress reversed and High Priestess reversed, or again, two older people, or their sister, perhaps send a threatening message to the Queen of Pentacles in a divorce on behalf of the King of Swords upright and the Page of Cups, who may be a child or perhaps a new girlfriend. Or someone could be pregnant, perhaps to the other woman or with the other woman, or taking care of their child or hanging out with their child as opposed to their own. But this also can be the King of Swords hanging out with their own child as well, or in puppy love. That could be a pet as well. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Page of Pentacles, curious to learn, or be the student of life, perhaps without an agenda and present in the moment, with the Hermit reverse playing hardball with the Ten of Cups family, or Hermit reverse going crazy and saving for the Ten of Cups family. There may be some foolish behavior and walking away. Perhaps there's an opportunity here to buy a gift, right? While someone's distracting the kids, running out to buy a gift, or to place an invitation, perhaps. Again, within this Ten of Cups family, which again could be the sham fam, there's some foolish behavior coming up or walking away, with Virgo and Aries both reversed here. Attraction, and this could be the one, as well as codependency and engagement, which means a situation or relationship is moving up as far as their level of commitment to each other. But an engagement can also be some kind of party or something like that. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Page of Cups. And again, the twins, how they're seen and how others see them is coming up as the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So there's both pages right here, which can represent both the masculine and the feminine. So around the twins, or how they're seen, is coming up as the Page of Cups, and that puppy love or innocence. Under the radar, moving to peace or traveling, no longer alone, perhaps hanging out with your children. Or fallen angel, losing patience or temper. Fallen angel with kids or soulmate, of soulmates, or oblivious to the fallen angel's dissatisfaction with Pisces upright and Sagittarius reverse, which can be one person, Pisces with Sag in their chart. The block here is the Hanging Man upright with right knee block. So there's an anger issue here with the masculine energy, perhaps with a secret passion that they're not allowing into their field, right? So they're lying, they're living a lie, and so therefore they're getting pain in their knee or something like that. And the Page of Cups upright with the Page of Pentacles both upright, Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles both upright here, with leadership and music, but even more so, pride and completion. There may be a sudden jealous rage. Someone here could be a Scorpio person, or Queen of Cups reversed, or Queen of Cups is reversed is with a Scorpio energy, sharing or settling out with fallen angel, coming clean about manifesting spells on the whistleblower, Queen of Cups reversed. That could be someone's trying to put spells on them or sending them negative energy. Sharing the injustice of disconnect or at a distance or a breakup here, with the Queen of Swords upright, resting on break, exposing all, or on break with their kids. The Divine Feminine's heart open with the Queen of Swords, perhaps a divorcee or a widow, or spiritually outside the box, offering love to those lacking faith, or perhaps those feeling like they're falling on their face or from grace, or not receiving their downloads as they think they should, or perhaps knocked for a loop in need of a fresh start and destined to be. Or Taurus and Aries both reversed, receiving love from the Queen of Swords, perhaps Libra, or perhaps Pisces or Scorpio is jealous that they can't be there with them and share in the fun, perhaps. With Saggy reversed, Libra upright and reversed here, so there could be two Libras or a Libra that's vacillating, which can be very Libra-like. And then Gemini upright, Leo upright, Scorpio upright, Taurus reversed, and Aries reversed here at 946, which is the Hermit or Virgo, and the 46 inner children, or fond memories of the past, or perhaps soulmate relationship there. So what is it called? Rumspringe, which is when the Amish boy goes off to discover the free world to see if they really want to commit to the Amish community. That movie was really good, actually. I would definitely recommend watching that. It was very heartwarming and beautiful energy. And it was so much beautiful energy, like of the divine masculine energy, like who a masculine should truly be. And yeah, it was very significant. So that is the read. Let's go ahead and pull a few cards. This was the energy of this morning. It was just open, so I figured I'd show it to you. It's very overcast and kind of rainy outside. And let's see what we have here. I'm going to pull from the Unknown Oracle deck, the Wild Unknown Guidebook, but I'm also going to pull from the Shaman Dreams. Let's see what comes up here. It's 1 o'clock on the dot here, which is 1:00:11. So aligning with the Magician embodiment, perhaps. It's 1 o'clock on the nose on the TV as well. So we had 12:38 and 38:12, and now we had 1:00:11, and then it's 1:01 on the clock. So all very similar energies. That's kind of crazy. 1:00:01 and 1:01. So very much that high vibe, turn for the better, going into the next cycle, and the Magician embodiment of both in alignment. All right, so taking away from this read, right away comes up the Gazelle. Beautiful, graceful energy. And again, it's just like the Amish boy that I was just talking about. The perfect example of grace, of love, of peace, of knowing. It's making me want to cry. Of knowing who you are. Like it's, the Amish boy going out into this crazy world, and instead of folding to the way the world is, he's standing up for who he is, no matter what. Even though he tries some things, when he's out in the world, he never really gives up who he is. It's that beautiful energy. And again, this is breaking the seal, kind of breaking the mold, going out to see the world, right? Before he was living in a sealed environment, and then breaking out to see the world, to see if he's truly committed to this, to himself. But you can't be committed to this until you've been allowed your freedom, because the child has to make the choice. So that's a beautiful, it's kind of a beautiful, like tradition or way of doing things, to allow the individual to choose for themselves, not for the parent to choose for the child. And then we have the unicorn here, this is the energy of the divine feminine, the etheric gateholder, seeing another perspective on things, right? Being very grounded over here and graceful on earth, and then also being very graceful in the etheric realms, and seeing both perspectives of 3D and 5D. And again, the freedom to choose which one you want to be, or to be in both. Keep that door open to be in both worlds at the same time. And that's where you are right now. That's a beautiful message there. The bottom of the deck is the mouse, and this is the energy of, the nervous mouse. They have this beautiful energy, but is it strong enough to get through this heavy, dark energy here? And the hyena who's, kind of stalking around them. And they're like, woo, go away, and then they're going away. Because the hyena isn't, in essence, bad. It's just they have insecurities, right? So they're walking away, and they're feeling bad here because the mouse is assuming they're evil when they're not, right? They're assuming that the hyena thinks that the mouse is prey when they don't. They're just very insecure about themselves. But because they put that energy out, the mouse then fears them when that's not what the hyena wants. And then there's this energy of the camel behind them, who's very independent and blue, because they feel sad, because they see the situation between the child and the hyena here, and how they misunderstand. And there's a lot of dark energy there. And you see the hyena is not in as much dark energy as these two are. But yet the hyena is insecure within themselves. But yet they're able to clear at the same time. They're like sitting, again, this is sitting on the fence, being in both worlds at the same time. But this is they're showing you the polarity here, because this is being in both worlds at the same time in a really positive, high vibration, and this is being in both worlds at the same time in a negative, low vibration, right? This is someone who's independent yet depressed, and this is someone who's got really good energy, but they're scared. So there's fear energy here. And then the one who's straddling both of these worlds in a negative way And this is someone straddling both worlds in a positive way to give you a visual of what that looks like. And that's great. And that can be a more adult energy as opposed to a more childlike energy as well, right? Or as far as immaturity goes. And again, that's the bottom of the deck. And this is after a choice of path, because the tarantula has to do with being at the crossroads. All right, are you going to stay in this energy? Or are you going to go to this energy, which is what came out for you? Okay. So really lovely energy there. And again, it's the child. This can be the parents as well. Allowing the child to leave, the parents allowing the child to leave the nest, but they're scared, but they don't want to show it because they don't want their parent, they want to be free, but they're scared at the same time. But they don't want their parents to know because they want to be independent. But maybe they become independent and now they're depressed because their parents were right and they weren't ready to leave the home or leave the nest. Okay? And they don't want to show don't want to show their pride, right? So they refuse to come home because they don't want to be wrong, as opposed to just coming home and telling your parents, you know what, you were right and I'm not quite ready, but I might be ready soon. Is it okay if I come back home a little bit? This also could be parents trying to push the kid out of the house because they want their own time again. They don't want to deal with the kids anymore. And maybe they want this child to learn how to not be scared because they haven't been able to get them out of the house. And it's kind of like that tough love energy of pushing them out to do it on your own so that they can find out that they can do it. All right, so from the Shaman Dreams deck, what's coming up here? I don't want that many cards. Can I just have one card, please? Well, there's three cards. They keep coming up like that. All right, so we have the 47 of the 7 of Cups. Sky Bridge and possibility for a union. Look at that. Right, the bridge between is being built. And that's heaven in your eyes. Seeing synchronicities are the sky bridge, the possibility for union. The 63 of the suffering and silence, the winter's dream, the gestation period of being pregnant is that suffering and silence type of energy, the winter, right? Where it's time to just kind of hermit or, be in the chrysalis, be in the womb. And then the perfect storm, the courage to step out into life. So again, there's that energy of the child leaving the womb and learning to do it on their own, even if it's scary, allowing yourself to be uncomfortable, stepping out past your normal boundaries, allowing yourself to try something new. And then the woodwives and then you'll adaptability. So don't be afraid. It feels uncomfortable at first, but you will adapt. It's okay. And there's that 10 of Swords. We have the 9 and 10 of Swords of the fear of the unknown. But that this can also be the 64 or 10 of Swords reverse, which is bliss. The bliss of all the pain or fear leaving your body and the great feeling of that, of doing it on your own. The perfect storm, the courage to step into life after that gestation period of over-isolating, right? This is very much being in a dream state or gestation period, the winter's dream. There's a sky bridge here, the possibility for union. If you can take a step outside your comfort zone into that perfect storm. Remember, the 7 is the quiet before the storm. And we also have the 44 of grounding, integrating, and mastering. How to receive love, allowing yourself to receive love, even if it's in a way that you're not comfortable with. And look, it's the 4 to 7 sweet spot again that came up earlier. Sorry, the light is so bright. I didn't realize how bright it was right there. There, that's better. So here's the 4 to 7 sweet spot of numbers, right? Because it's just a little bit lighter than the middle, right? 4 to 7. And then the 44 here, of grounding, integrating, and mastering, of receiving of love, of dreams coming true, regarding ending the nightmare and allowing the bliss to come in, letting go of the fear, one step at a time. And the bottom of the deck, is the 30 of union again. So the possibility of union with the 30 and the horseman here, the herald of change, someone rushing in, right? And are you going to accept something that may be a little bit uncomfortable for you as love? The 25 of the Knight of Wands, which is the same energy as this, The Knight of Wands rushing in, which is also Saggy energy, in the Garden of Venus, of rest and renewal. It's like the Garden of Prayer type of energy. But the Knight of Wands rushing in to the Garden of Eden, right? To the union, heralding the change, making an announcement that this is the way it's going to be, kind of energy. So, and again, rushing in across the bridge, the sky bridge, in the sweet spot in the middle of the bridge where he was praying yesterday, in the possibility for union after the birth period, right? Ready to come out of the chrysalis. It's been long enough. In the perfect storm, the courage to step into life, right? To allow yourself to receive love and be that social worker, right? Just being love, of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's 1:11 on the clock. But it's when you're in a high vibration, the weight becomes very light, and you adapt to it. The wood wives become very grounded in it, and then it doesn't feel painful anymore, and then you feel the bliss. Really lovely messages, you guys. So we're going to say Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Let's go ahead and read that one. Number 47, the sweet spot. Possibility for union, what needs to be connected or disconnected. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there's no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option, and you have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of a cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you're allowed to breathe or or you allowed a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself, get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes, walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. The sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember, do not confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Beautiful. So again, it definitely corresponds with what we were just talking about the one leaving the nest. So taking that leap of faith, the time is here, you guys. Okay, and then we have that full lunar eclipse rather. Coming up, is it around the 14th or 15th, something like that? So it's going to be that is the full lunar eclipse. That could definitely be like, an unexpected, bright light that comes into your life. And May 15th, I remember someone talking about an aspect there, and then it came up in my read being highlighted because the 13th, 14th, and 16th, 17th came up as being very significant around the 15th of May. So that's very significant, and obviously because there's another eclipse at that time too. But I guess maybe that is the aspecting. I'm going to leave it at that. Take a deep breath. Remember to drink plenty of water because that's your good connection. It makes your body feel better, makes you feel better with a better outlook. Remember your rest as well does the same thing, as well as your joy in nature, grounding outside. The human body is not meant to be detached from nature on a full-time basis. And rise and be love, or love and rise. Be good to yourselves and follow your own guidance first and foremost. See you guys. Have an amazing day.